Okay, I had great success chasing my 3/4 16 threads. Now I'm ready to do the 7/8 14 threads between centers. I don't have to set up my cutting tool because it's still set up correctly with the nut gauge that I used. So, and I verified that my compound, neither my compound or my tool holder is going to interfere with the lathe dog when the tip of my threading tool gets to that gap. So I'm ready to go to the lathe again and chase those threads, 7/8 14. Now, the problem that students have is they forget to change their quick change gearbox to 14 threads per inch and from 16, or change it from 14 to 16 depending on which threads they do first. Because as far as I know, there's no such thing as a 3/4 14 thread or a 7/8 16 thread. And besides, those thread pitches and major diameters wouldn't be correct with the drawing. So we got to make our part like a drawing. So let's go to the lathe and chase those 7/8 14 threads. Okay, I'm ready to do my 14 threads per inch on my 7/8 diameter. So I'm going to keep my RPM at 63, but I'm going to change my quick change gearbox to 14. So there's 14 right there, 14 threads per inch. So I got to put my this knob in this column, and then I got to go back to B, and I remain in the coarse, so I'm still in the coarse range there. So let's do that. So it's easier to change the quick change gearbox when the spindle's turning. So I'll pull that knob, and then I go back to B here. Make sure that's in B. Alright, then I come over, and I've already verified that my cutting tool is not going to hit my, or my dog is not going to hit my cutting tool or my compound. So we got plenty of clearance there. So, okay, we got a different diameter. So we have to touch off our tool again. So I'm going to go to 0. No, sometimes I need to back my compound off so I can go to 0 on my cross feed, because I don't want to run into my 7/8 diameter. Right on 0. Now I can use my compound to touch the 7/8 diameter. Touch too much, I'm going to go back a little bit, move over, and go a little bit slower. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, 14 threads per inch, 63 RPM. Now I got to change, I have to change my compound to 0 because I want my cross feed to be on 0, my tool touching my major diameter. So I clamp this with my hand and turn this. It's kind of, well, it's not that hard, so you got to be patient, and so I'm going to get the backlash out. So 0, 0, and touching. Okay. All right, so just like the 3/4 16 threads, let me set this camera a little bit like that. Maybe a little more. Okay. All right. First pass, we're going to do 25 thousandths. All right, engage at any line. Okay. One thing I didn't do, I want to verify that I have my quick change gearbox in the correct gear. So I want to verify that by making sure the 14 threads per inch on my center gauge lines up with every line. And it looks like it does, so I do indeed have my quick change gearbox in the right setting. So, all right. So, back it off, go back to here, back to the gap, go back to 0, so I went 25 on the first pass, we'll go 20, which means go to 45, engage at any line. Back it off, go back to the gap, go back to 0, so I went 20, 10, 15 on this pass, engage at any line. Sure you pick up on the right handle, the correct handle. Back it off. Go back to 0. We'll go 10. Engage it at any line. That was close. Stop it, back it off, back to 0. Sometimes it helps to tell yourself what to do. So because 14 threads per inch is actually a deeper thread, it's a bigger pitch, a bigger thread, so I know I'm going to have to go past, that's where we stopped. I think that's where we stopped at the 16 threads per inch. So, or maybe we went to 75, but in any case, let's see, we went 15 thousandths on our last pass, so I'm going to go 10 thousandths. Back on 0, 10 more thousandths, engage at any line. I might check it after this pass. I'm gonna make one 5/1000 pass and then I'll check it. Engage in any line. I'm gonna check it after this pass. Because I don't want to make it too small. I got lucky on my 3/4 16. So I'm gonna back it on. Everything over. Okay. I'm gonna check those threads with the nut. Okay, I'm getting ready to check my 7/8 14 threads. My dog is in this slot up. So I know to put it back. If this nut doesn't go on, I know to put my dog back in the slot up. So, well, that nut goes on there. 3/4 16 nut goes on there. Okay. So, well, in this case, I didn't have to put my nut gauge back in the lathe, but if I did have to take 5 more thousandths off, I'd make sure that I would put my dog back in the same slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my speed a little bit. I'm going to go to, well, I'll go to 329, and I'm going to run my file across those threads. I'm going to put it back in fine instead of coarse. That's a little bit quieter. So be careful when you do this. You don't want to run your file into your dog and get any part of your file or your body. And I just kind of lightly let my file follow the threads. That cleans all the chips and so forth. And get rid of some of that diaper on my 5/8 diameter. But I'm going to run some sandpaper across it eventually. Running a file across it helps get rid of some of those sharp edges. Like so.